Financial Field in Philadelphia. As we hand it over to our broadcasting team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. He'll get the football here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jones, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a 3rd down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Here we go now. 3 down.
A give to Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Thompson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The give is to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Washington.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 40 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 59 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it. Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here. When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working. And what about the defense? Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves. We'll see if they can figure that out right here. This is Jones, and he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. On 3rd down, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down. Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Here we go now.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And Jay Gruden says, let's go for this thing. They're going to try it here on 4th.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Taking chances, a little bit of a Gruden family trait. As Jay says, let's go here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's Cousins on the sneak. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. This will be taken at the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. He had 1 man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. A strong running. And Selleck here, left side. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 50 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Here's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. 4th down, Cousins. And this one complete to Reed. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patrick. Green, 39.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Brandon Graham, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go. Green.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2.